In today's video, I'm taking on a rat nightmare job that's been terrorizing Brian and his family for years. These rats are way deep into the walls. They're scratching, chewing, running wild, and Brian can no longer take it. I'm gonna give myself a challenge today. I'm gonna try to figure this out in 24 hours or less. I'm pretty much running solo today, and I'm gonna be doing this DIY style. But here's the twist to this story. Towards the end, Brian is not such a happy customer. Stay to the end. The clock starts right now. When was the last time you heard him?
Last night. They're bad.
Really?
Yeah. I want to show you everything. This doesn't work. I'm assuming because of the rats chewed it up. There's a hole in here that I sealed up. This is this is where I was catching them for a long time. I'm sick of doing this. You know, like.
No, and I saw that picture of the pipe that you found.
The pipe that I found, that was behind here. And you can see where I've been getting in here.
Yes.
I've been putting holes with little cameras, couldn't find them.
But you sealed up that pipe?
I sealed up that pipe. If you take, if you get in there, you're gonna see it. It's right in there.
Okay.
I mean,
now, has it stopped the noise in this wall, or is it still?
Absolutely
not. No. Okay.
I don't know what you're gonna do, but like, if it was me, this is where I would kind of like focus on, because we're hearing them over here, we're hearing them over here.
Okay.
Like it's all one wall.
Right.
That they're in, right?
Okay.
So I mean.
Well, I think what I'll do is I'll take advantage of the wall that you've already opened up.
Yeah, I mean, I opened up this one too.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, you just gotta...
If you're still hearing them here, so here's what to expect. I'm going to get up on the roof. We're going to inspect the perimeter, obviously. Is there an attic space here?
There is.
Okay. And then what we'll do is...
Every time we've been up in the attic, there's nothing. So...
It's all... Okay. Well, that's a good sign that it is the Norway rat, which is
it's coming from underground.
Yeah.
And
have you guys had other pest control companies out?
About 6.
6 of them?
I know more about this than they do at this point.
Okay.
Well, and I said, you know what? I need a contractor. I need someone who can get into these walls, because they keep telling me they're coming from the roof, and I know that it's
No, that's not it. No. If you're not getting them up in the attic, they're not coming from the roof.
Yeah.
As you heard, this homeowner hired 6 pest control companies, so I'm up for the challenge. And the crazy part is, I don't have any specialized tools, so I'm gonna do this DIY style. Wish me luck. All right, guys, so here we are. We're up on the roof doing a quick inspection. I can see multiple rat traps up on the roof. Complete waste of time. They use glue boards that just stick to the roof. Why? Because they are not made for outdoors. Look at this. Trap here, another trap there, another trap here. Complete waste of time. Don't do it. This is the bathroom right here. They're getting a lot of activity. This is the main large 3-inch vent. Why we don't use wire mesh, why we use our rat caps, you guys. This is not sustainable, but this is where we're gonna be focusing our attention on, in this whole area right here. This is where they're getting the activity. Okay, so we've went ahead and prepped everything, because we're gonna have to reopen up this wall where the homeowner made. So let's get that opened up right now, in preparation of the smoke test. Okay, as I look down, 9 o'clock position of the camera, you can see that white drywall. They're chewing the wood, and that's how they're getting in this area, which is towards that kitchen area here. So now that we've got this completely opened up, let's do our smoke and see what we get out of here. It's gonna be very, very interesting. All right, so we get questioned all the time by pest controllers that are reaching out to us. Hey, twins, what kind of smoke do you guys use? And a lot of you guys aren't really ready for the big $2,000 smoke machine, and I get it. And what I'm about to share with you is absolutely amazing. And if you're a homeowner, especially a DIYer, and you're saying, hey, how do I get your smoke? Well, we have our own non-toxic candles right here. You can get on our shop, rodentstoppers.com. And I'm gonna show you a trick that you can do yourself to find how these rats are getting in with just a few things. So I wanted to share this with you so you can have the insight on tackling these types of jobs without all of the expensive equipment. Is this DIY style gonna solve this problem for this homeowner? You're about to find out. All right, so we are coming up with a complete package, folks. And the cool part about our system is that you're not gonna ruin your shop vac. You'll see a lot of plumbers or DIYers drop candles inside of the vacuum. The problem is you'll lose a lot of smoke and it will ruin your motor eventually. The other thing is it's always gonna put out an odor. So to eliminate that, we're creating something that is not going to ruin your vacuum so you can still use it. All right, now that we've got it set up, we're gonna go ahead now and drop the hose down into this vent pipe right above the bathroom. You see we're getting a bunch of smoke coming out of this wall.
Yeah, I actually had one of these done before, and the guy said, "Oh, they're in the walls." I said, "Yeah," and he's like, "Well, you're on your own now." So I was like, "Okay."
And just walked away.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, that's what happened.
That ain't cool. So you just heard the homeowner there that he just had that smoke test done, which I didn't know about, but then they just walked away. Don't be that pest controller. And this is exactly why we're looking for partners across the country for our Rodent Stoppers brand. Let's team up, let's work together, let's help each other. We had a pest controller out of South Carolina reach out to us. Their income has doubled. They have so much training behind them. They're covering that territory. We've got our first location in South Florida. That guy just hung up the towel and said, I'm going all in with the Rodent Stoppers brand, and he has doubled his income. If you guys just follow our methods, it's unbelievable on the level of service that you get to provide. You actually now get to show up with confidence, and this is exactly why we're creating a whole training program so you guys can come in and solve these jobs just like us. So if you are one that's watching our videos and says, God, I want to partner up with these guys, I have the passion to take on exactly what the twins are teaching, then reach out to us, guys. Let's have that conversation because it's a great opportunity. There's nobody doing what we're doing. Partner up, and we're only taking a few partners across the country. Once those areas are filled up, we're only focusing and partnering up with those pest controllers that have the passion, that want to work hard, that want to embrace all of the innovative products and methods that we bring to the pest control industry. So super excited, guys, to partner up. So please, this is an invitation for you guys to reach out. Let's go. All right, so we're gonna get some of this smoke out of here. I witnessed that the smoke was coming from the tub area this way. The kitchen's over there, so I have a feeling that there's a breach in the kitchen line. So we're gonna go on the other side of the bathroom, or the other bathroom. We're gonna open up there and focus, because the kitchen wall runs this way. So the plumbing to the kitchen's on the other side of this wall. That's where I feel we're gonna find that entry point. All right, so this is the bathroom. This is where the kitchen wall is, and if you remember when we did our walkthrough, he pointed there's a lot of noise in this area here, and he was catching rats in the kitchen. So here we are. We're gonna hit this area right here. About to find out what's going on. All right, the question is, do I open up here or here? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a rat by its toe. Here we go. Well, it's telling me right here. Here we go. Am I right? Look at the aggressive chewing on the drywall. This is all rats chewing through the drywall, and they even chew the wood. When you don't hire the right company, the rats just chew through the structure. They chew up the drywall to get into your home, especially if you have pets. This is how they get in. Then they go underneath your kitchen cabinets into the kitchen, and then create a rat infestation inside of the home. Here's the drain there. There's the drain to the kitchen here. There's a lot of grease build up from the rats coming and going. So I have a feeling they're coming down from over there, which I don't have access to. But you can see underneath this tub, a lot of dark markings. This has been going on a long time. So we're gonna perform another smoke test to detect if that smoke is coming from above this area and down. Continue to trace out how they're getting in. This appears to be all fine here, but let's find out. We're getting smoke right away. Okay, it's coming off that kitchen stack, you guys. Shoot, we have no access to get in there. And we've got tile on the tub wall here. All right, so now that we know how the rats are getting in, and have been now for 7 years, the homeowner just told me. So what we're gonna do now is reroute that drain pipe to eliminate and prevent demoing of the tile in the kitchen as well as the tub. So let's get started. The first thing we're gonna do is, you can see there's some disgusting, I don't know what that is, rat hairs from an old dead rat and some rat droppings. So we're gonna take our Twinzyme. We're gonna first clean this because we're gonna have to dismantle all of this plumbing here. And such a great compliment. We had a pest controller that's buying our products, and he's out of Florida. His name is Josh, and he was using odor ban. He bought some of our enzyme. He says it is night and day the difference between the Twinzyme versus the odor ban. It's truly an amazing product. We tried multiple products back in the day. They just didn't pull that odor out. And enzyme is the only product that can actually go in and kill that bacteria and get rid of that odor. So super important that you do use a enzyme type of product. And this we formulated years ago, and we've never been back to another product. This is truly amazing. So you can see the hair inside of this kitchen drain that we disconnected. See inside of there? So this has been completely eliminated. And this is our new drain here. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna install the vent. Okay, so this is a Studer vent. This is what's going to be the new vent for the kitchen sink. So I'm gonna slide this up, and you see I have a 2-foot piece, so you want this to be higher than the sink. You always want your Studer vents to be above these so they don't leak or flood. I'm gonna go ahead and put a 45 there and make this connection. Okay. Okay, so this is the new drain system. It's all glued. This is the ultimate way to install your drains underneath your kitchen sink if you want less clogs. And even if you run a snake through there, these drains are so much stronger, all ABS that are glued. So this is the ultimate way. Just a quick tip, my 30 years of being a plumber, this is it. Remember that pipe that came across like this and tied into all these fittings? Completely illuminated. You want your food and all your stuff from your garbage disposal to go right down the P-trap, less clogs. The old pipe, we shoved wire mesh, stainless steel wire mesh, inside of that and then sealed it off. But as you can see, this is all brand new. And then we drilled a new hole to connect to the drain pipe in the bathroom area.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's an additional step that I'm doing, but I'm not going to expose. It's only for our community, specifically for pest controllers that have joined our shop, rodentstoppers.com. If they're buying our products, you're going to be part of our Twin Pro membership, right? You're gonna get discounts on all of our products. So this is why we wanna cater to you guys, because we know and understand the value of you guys buying our vent caps, buying our rat blockers, our rat traps, our Twinzyme, right? We wanna provide the value back and give back to the pest controllers that are supporting us. And just give you a sense of time, we got here at about 9 a.m. It is 3:45 in the afternoon, 6.5 hours or so. Here we go, guys. We gotta solve this. 7 years, 6 pest control companies. We're solving it hopefully in less than about 8 hours. But the question is there rats left in the house? That's number one. And number two, are they going to take this trap that I'm about to set up in the wall. In fact, we invented this trap. It's the Ratback. You guys have seen it. It is the ultimate multi-catch automatic rat system that you'll ever see. And we invented it because we were traveling for hours. We couldn't set up a snap trap and come back and pull dead rats out of snap traps. So that's why we invented this. Is the inspiration behind the Ratback. Simply set it up. Once you bait it, you can walk away for up to 2 weeks and you can still catch rats if there's any left inside of a structure. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put on our rat caps. You can see I removed that deteriorating wire mesh, and now we're just gonna put the rat caps on just like that. The cool part is the dome part pops off so your plumber still has access without compromising your caps. So that's another great advantage with the rat caps. They are UV protected, so in this hot sun, no problem. And remember, all your pipes that come up out of the roof, they're all ABS. I've never seen one crack or split. Our caps are made with the same material. I did find a pretty substantial opening right here with this attic vent. And as I look down, I can see the ductwork. I can see all of the infrastructure that the attic has. So rats can easily get up in here and climb right down in that attic. So we're gonna go ahead and take our stainless steel 1/4-inch wire mesh, rodentstoppers.com. This is not gonna rust like you saw earlier. And this is why we only use stainless steel 1/4-inch. Look at this, right into the attic. Just gonna have to screw that down now, and we're solid, sealed up completely. Okay, so the first bathroom, as you can see, we went ahead and sealed this up with drywall. We went ahead and sealed this one up as well. So now we're going to be focusing on setting up our camera so we can monitor how many rats are left, if any. A lot of times when you do smoke testing, let's say underneath this tub where they're living, we're getting a lot of smoke. They can run down the sewer pipe down into the city sewer system, but you never know. I've seen them run up the walls and hide, and when we leave, they become very active. All right, let's get this Ratback set up here. You've seen the twin traps, right? Well, the twin traps converts to mount and support the Ratback. That's why there's this large 3-inch hole. We're gonna mount it. I marked the center of where I want the Ratback. We're gonna mount it right here, okay? And this is going to support the Ratback. This is our bait plate for the Ratback. So you're gonna take crunchy peanut butter. It's the best. Smear it in here like this. See how I'm packing it in? All of this bait, no other trap allows you to put this much bait. This is what's gonna lure them in because it's gonna create an aroma through here. And just put some teaser bait, just a little bit in here to lure them into the ingress right here. Okay, this is the Ratback. We're simply gonna plug it in right here. See the green light flashing? That means the sensor's working. Oh yeah, you can smell that aroma. Securing the bait plate there. Okay, so we're fully activated. Our shop vac ends up right here in the shower. Yes, the downside is their bathroom's a little tight, so they opted to use the other bathroom. They don't care, they want these rats out of here. So we decided to use the master bathroom here, but they can still use the lavs and even the toilet, but the shower is off limits for a few days. All right, you're all set, Brian.
they come in here,
get sucked up,
right in there.
Sucks them right up.
What do you do with them?
We put enzyme and water in there,
okay.
So they drown within
Gotcha.
A couple of minutes. They're done.
Gotcha.
Let's see how it plays out. Like I said, you may not have anything. Too bad I can't get the camera in there to monitor,
Yeah,
but
sucks,
if you hear the vacuum go off, we know we've got them.
That's cool.
In the next couple of days, if you hear more activity, that's actually a good sign,
Okay.
because they're scurrying around to try to get out. All right, well, it's 6:12 p.m., so here we go. I have 24 hours to get these rats out of here. Let's see if the rat vac's going to perform. Well, guys, this is the next morning. I've got my matcha latte breve style. It's 8:30 in the morning, so another half hour, 24 hours is up. The reason why I'm tearing up is because I haven't heard from the homeowner that we sucked up any rats or if there was any activity. I'm just a little concerned I didn't solve this in time. That I made promises to you. There I was up on the roof all cocky that I'm gonna solve this. Potentially I'm gonna let you guys down. But just give me a few minutes here just to collect myself. Homeowner just pulled up. I'm nervous. Here we go. How was it last night?
Didn't hear anything. I did sleep pretty good last night. I've noticed this before. If I open the walls, like I'll think I took care of it and I won't hear anything, and then a couple days later
They come back. Okay.
I did hear something, and I saw there's definitely evidence that something was in my pantry last night.
You're kidding me.
I'm not.
Oh shoot.
Yeah. So
that's what I was afraid of, man.
Yeah, that's
damn it.
'Cause, yeah, this was not like this last night. You know, like.
Oh shoot.
I slept pretty good last night, so if you know.
Damn it. So I wanted to take a moment and offer some insights here. Yes, I wasn't able to get rid of the rats within the 24-hour period, but you have to understand 7 years with a rat problem and multiple pest control companies have tried to come in and solve it. These rats have taken control through the structure of the home, and more importantly, they've got into the kitchen. So when you have a lot of food out and you have pets, it is extremely difficult for any type of rat trapping to be effective. So it's going to be up to this homeowner to remove all of the food source, plants, and even the little crumbs on the floor have got to be continuously swept up and clean. The pet food has to be so dialed in, meaning remove that pet food from inside, feed your pet outside, and when the pet food is done, store that away. Removing all food source is going to be critical in this home. Now, I did explain to him, you do have the city sewer rat coming in. Unless you install our rat blocker outside, which looks like this, that is going to be the only way we can offer a lifetime warranty or guarantee that you'll never have a rat issue. Now, it is a 50-50 chance that the rats will come back or not come back, but I told him the indicator is going to be hearing the scratching in his walls. If he hears that, then it's going to be the sewer rats inside of the pipe making those noises, and that right there is going to be an indicator that he needs to install the rat blocker. We're going to wait a few more days to see if we catch any more rats. Providing that the homeowner removes all food source, that rat vac will suck those rats out like no other. But the food's got to be removed.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
So it's been about 5 days. I'm taking over for Dave here. Fantastic job, by the way, as far as finding the final entry points. That's amazing work there. But however, the customer is quite upset. The rats are in this house and he is very concerned. In fact, last night he slept in a hotel. But one thing about rats is we could never control their behavior, ever. That's just the nature of the beast here when you're dealing with rats. We can place our traps and hope for the best, but this is definitely an anomaly in the sense that they're coming into the house, and I've never seen it. You guys saw it before me. A lot of food source inside that kitchen, which does not help the situation, and David warned Brian. So I'm about to pull up here, relocate some of the traps, but he's not a happy customer right now. Hopefully our twin traps can dominate and get the remaining rats out. However, I also got to tell you guys, that wasn't part of our deal. We were there to get rats out of a wall, but they made it inside the house. So we're about to pull up right now and get his reaction, and it may not be good.
Hello.
What's up, Brian?
What's up? How are you?
Good, good.
Yeah, this is where the odor is coming from. I was in here yesterday. We were out of town for a couple of days just to get out of here. Before I left, you put this in.
Yeah.
Didn't catch anything.
Okay. Yeah.
And then just the other bathroom.
The other bathroom was
Okay.
really bad. That's where
You open
that
that door and the whole house.
That's where that vacuum was. We never heard the vacuum go off at all.
All right, we're gonna open up the rat vac and see if we got anything. Well, we got one. That's what the smell is.
The one in the vacuum?
Yeah. Yeah. And then you have one in the toilet here. That's the smell.
So it's just gonna be, I mean, how much longer? How do we know when they're gone?
Well, at the end of the day, you just have to continue to monitor. It could take another 3 to 5 days. As long as the food is gone, they have to survive on food. Trapping is our best defense right now.
So the smell.
And what you're smelling is the vacuum in the
Yeah.
toilet. So once we remove that, we'll spray some enzyme in there.
You don't
That'll
think
get
there's
rid of that.
anything in the wall still?
It's hard to say, but
Are you gonna go in there again or no?
I could take the rat vac out there and spray some enzyme in there for sure.
Yeah. I mean,
I'll do that. This is the kid's bedroom, so just checking for droppings. I can see their concern because rats do get aggressive. And in fact, check out this footage right here where a rat is inside of a baby crib. It made headline news. So it's no joke. See, look at the food source right here, guys. I don't know what that is, dog food, or they could smell that. They'll never hit the trap. So things like that, the trash, like if there's any chips are in there, that'll delay the process for sure. So anything that you can see like that, if you can get rid of, that would be a big help.
okay.
Because they'll go to that before a trap.
Okay. Trash.
There's some food right here.
Yeah.
Like granola bar or something.
Yeah.
And then this trash over here that's with chips potentially.
Okay.
Things like that will delay the process.
I'll do
Well, that was kind of exciting. We got a big boy out of that rat vac for sure. As you can see, he was a little upset. He was standoffish for sure. And I get it, you guys. When you have a family and rats are inside of your home, it's frustrating as heck. But this is all part of it. And the disruption that we caused is a very, very good sign. And unfortunately, if the home was completely spotless with all food sources removed and depleted, then the rat vac probably would have got a lot more. But when you have food inside the house, their sense of smell, they're gonna go directly for that, especially when you have dogs and food mixed together. That's a sign. That's why we stress upon our clients, hey, we found the entry points, we sealed everything up. We're gonna do our best with placing the traps, but you have to do your side in removing all of the food that's in the house that's exposed. So I think we're coming to an end here. He's gonna communicate. If there's any new events, we'll keep you posted. But Dave, great job. And it would mean a lot to us if you can hit that like and share. Hit the follow button, guys, because we're coming with a whole lot more. Well, what do you guys think? Do you think that this job deserves the rat dance? I mean, you saw the journey that it took to solve this issue once and for all. I feel it does deserve the rat dance.
The twins do it again. Another successful rat extermination. Job solved. We will see you on the next one.